and gentlemen, would you please stand and welcome the Black Tie finalists for 2018. Beginning with the Lifetime Achievement Award winner, along with Barb Failer, it's Starman Norman Jackson. Next up are the Volunteer of the Year finalists. Lois Reed and Otto Lackman, representing the volunteers of Community Policing and Crime Prevention. Judy Braden, the Cowichan Valley Arts Council and the Cowichan Lake and River Stewardship Society. And Ann Balding and Claudia Rowland from Meals on the Ground.
The Green Business finalists, John and Katie Ehrlich, Alderley Farm and Cafe. Jackie Kitzler, Island Java Bag. Kristen De Carolis, representing the team at Pizzeria Prima Strada.
Next up are the Young Entrepreneur finalists, Mike and Robin Nuriklo from Emmendare Vineyard. Vicki Gamble, Stephanie James, and Christina Hoffman from the Forte School of Business. And Ian Smith, Victory Barber, and Brand North.
And the Art and Business finalists, Tom Smith and Steve Thorpe Double, BC Martel Products Limited. Dana Van Cleve, Island Jam and Bead Supply. And Lorraine Blake, Steps Ahead Dance.
Next up are the business finalists in the 1 to 10 employee category, beginning with Brad Boisvert and Leah Boisvert, Cure Artisan Meat and Cheese. Terry Raven, Pots and Paraphernalia. And Allie Tomlin, Ralph Rosenkey, and Morgan Morera from Riot Brewing Company.
And the finalists in Business Achievement, 11 to 19 employees, Bailey Williamson, Blue Grouse Estate Winery. David Cole-Halloway, Mastercraft Flooring. And Carol and Wayne Taiji, representing the team at Taiji Brand Group.
And finally, the finalists in the Business Achievement category for 20 or more employees. Deborah and Dawn McMurray, Arbutus Farms team. Gary and Kim Towers from Promac team. And Kate and Jeff Cram, the Old Town Bakery in Ladysmith.
Tonight's grand entry was escorted by Constable Daryl Clarkson of the Shawnigan Lake RCMP Detachment and Felix Charette Thibault of the North Cowichan Duncan RCMP Detachment. Thank you, Black Tie finalists.
I want to welcome you all to the 21st Annual Black Tie Awards and Auction, 21 years of honoring excellence in business and volunteerism in Cowichan, which of course is the warm land. And you're all very warm and you're welcome to everyone here tonight, so thank you for being here. I would like to be probably the first of many to say that we are, of course, gathered in the traditional territory of the Coast Salish and the Malahat First Nations. We are very pleased and proud to be here. Julie Skerr is serving her 5th year as the president of the Duncan Cowichan Chamber of Commerce. She's going to come up and talk to you right now. Would you please welcome Julie Skerr?
Thanks, Bruce, and welcome, everyone. It's a privilege to share tonight's celebration with our family of generous sponsors, members, this year's Lifetime Achievement recipient, Stormin Norm Jackson, our guests, and of course, the exceptional Black Tie finalists. Thank you all for everything that you do to support them. We are pleased to welcome some of our elected representatives to our awards this evening. Please stand or wave when I call your name. Alistair McGregor, our federal member of Parliament. Sonia Firstino, our provincial MLA. John Lefebvre, Mayor of North Cowichan and Chair of the CVRD. Craig George, Councillor from Cowichan Tribes. Maeve McGuire, Councillor from the Municipality of North Cowichan. Rob Hutchins, Councillor for the Town of Ladysmith and School Trustee for School District 79. And last but certainly not least, our own Elizabeth Croft, a School Trustee for School District 79. So thank you for joining us this evening. Now, just before we get started tonight, on a bit of a more somber note, I'd like to take a moment to send our love and our prayers to the families and friends of the Humboldt Broncos junior hockey team in Saskatchewan. A terrible bus accident has claimed the lives of 14 and sent 15 to hospital. From our hockey town to theirs, our hearts go out to them. So if we could just have a moment of silence, please. Okay, so the Black Tie Awards celebrate excellence in business and volunteerism. Businesses drive the economy and provide jobs, and not just any jobs, but meaningful employment that builds careers and supports families. Cowichan's many nonprofit organizations continue to build a caring community and give us all the opportunity to help others. The awards tonight will recognize 24 exceptional finalists who exemplify our values with a special blend of compassion and drive and mixture of success and generosity. Finalists, tonight is all about you. Finalists continually tell us that giving to their community is extremely important. They express a vision for Cowichan that is sustainable, prosperous, healthy, beautiful, diverse, and caring. These aren't words that you hear at just any business award. So thank you, finalists, sponsors, friends, family, volunteers, employees, charities, artists, and more. Thank you for reminding us about what makes Cowichan such a special place to live, work, and to do business. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Randy Birch, President and Chief Executive Officer for Island Savings, a division of First West Credit Union. Along with being, Along with being a pillar of economic development, there are many organizations that benefit from Island Savings funding and support. Island Savings has been a good friend of the Chamber for many years, and we're honored they've chosen to support the Black Tie Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Randy Birch.
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. The Duncan Chamber's goal is building a strong community through business. A key foundational element of that goal is a diverse, vibrant base of local businesses, and you can see the success the Chamber has already achieved when you look at tonight's finalists. One area I wanted to touch on tonight is the power of recognition and the positive outcomes which result when we recognize the good work done by people and organizations. Recognition can take many forms, from a simple email or note to an employee when you notice that extra effort or achievement, or a structured formal recognition program, or public events like tonight's event. Recognition motivates individuals to achieve beyond what they thought they could. Recognition ignites a creative fire in others. Recognition creates engagement in your work because you feel valued and appreciated. Recognition lets you know you've made a difference, whether to your clients, your coworkers, or your community. At Island Savings, recognition, both large and small, is a key component of our culture. So much so that we have an entire evening, much like this event, called our Night of Stars. On a daily basis, we recognize our employees, our members, and our community organizations regularly, whether it's a shout out to a coworker on our internal social media platform or a video we produce profiling our members' businesses and their success. This drive to embrace the good work we see daily is part of the reason we are so proud to be a sponsor of tonight's event, so we can continue to support the recognition of achievement here in the Cowichan Valley. On a personal note, the Cowichan Valley is where I have lived for 25 years, and it's dearly important to me that my children, my family, and my friends have access to a wide variety of services, products, and businesses, as well as access to solid local economic opportunities. A strong local business sector, one that recognizes courage, discipline, innovation, creativity, and hard work, is the backbone of a thriving community. And I'm so happy to pay forward recognition and support in the most meaningful way that I can. So on behalf of Island Savings, we want to congratulate all of the nominees. Regardless of what happens tonight, you're all winners. The Chamber and the event committee who have made this event possible. We'd also like to recognize those who took the time to submit the many nominations. It's an honor to be here tonight to celebrate this impressive group of finalists. It's through the work of great partnerships like this one and through a continued commitment to recognition that we can make a real difference in our communities. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
So here's a little background on why we're here tonight. Some amazing things if you want to put them on Facebook or tweet them out or just share the data with your friends, and pay attention because there might be questions later. You never know. These awards were launched more than 20 years ago to honor excellence in customer service. So over 20 years, that's a lot of excellence in this valley. Today there are 8 categories, and this year the Chamber received a record 155 nominations from the public. So how do you get from 155 to 24? Yeah, let's hear it for the 155. So how do you go from 155 down to 24 finalists? Here's how it works. The Chamber staff confirms receipt of the nomination. They then notify the nominees. Next, a team of volunteers works to contact each and every nominator. The callers conduct a standardized scored interview to score them. And when the calls are completed, a roundtable panel reviews the nominations, and the nominator phone interviews to select the top 3 finalists in each category. And they're the folks that are here tonight.
Then the finalists attend an individual in-person interview conducted by a panel of 2 judges, one which is representing the category sponsor and the other is a chamber director. Those interviews are used throughout the whole process and by a standardized scored questionnaire. So everybody is measured by the same kinds of questions. The scores are then sealed and forwarded to the Black Tie Awards official auditor. The auditor is Vancouver Island University's Director of Instruction, Keith Chiquen, who delivers the sealed envelopes. We always laugh about this. He has to walk down a red carpet, you know, like this, like the Oscars. And he has the names of the winners, and he's the only one that knows that information.
And
that comes up a little later this evening.
That's right. They're not going to screw it up like the Academy Awards did 2 years ago. That doesn't happen in Cowichan. That's not going to happen here tonight. So here's what's going to happen. The evening is broken up into 3 segments. In the first part of the evening, we're going to recognize the finalists in each of the 8 categories and give each of the finalists their certificates, which the beautiful Elizabeth has on us right stage right now. They look just like that. So when we do that part, finalists, raise your hand if you're a finalist. Finalists, go like that. When you hear your name, come up to the stage, please, to receive your certificate. Everybody else, stay where you are. Thank you. So that's why we have these certificates here. After they've been presented, we will then move on to announce the award winners. And all of the guests, finalists, judges, and chamber directors are all going to be finding out who the winners are at the same time tonight. Nobody knows. I don't know. Daphne doesn't know. Nobody knows. There are two, well, Keith knows. Keith knows a lot. Keith knows that.
Now we're going to begin with the finalist presentations with the customer service category, sponsored by London Drugs. London Drugs staffer Ashley Mulholland won this category, probably everybody remembers, in 2016. So we're really delighted to welcome Alan Peabody. He is the manager of London Drugs Duncan to present the certificate. Alan, please join us on stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The finalists in the customer service category are recognized for demonstrating excellence in customer service and going above and beyond the call of duty. They are always ready and willing to help with a smile. The Black Tie Award finalists in the customer service category for 2018 are Ellie Rudge from Cowichan Auto Repair, the team from Dobson's Glass, and Simon Young from Monkey Bar Grill.
Congratulations to this year's customer service finalists.
The next category is Volunteer of the Year. It's sponsored by Peninsula Co-op, who returned this year as the sponsor for the category for the fourth time. Tana Lewis is the manager of the Cowichan Bay location on Bench Road. Tana is going to come up and join us in presenting these certificates. Tana, come on up.
Thank you and good evening. The finalists in the volunteer category are recognized for giving extraordinary help or care to individuals, families, nonprofit or charitable groups, and community service and humanitarian causes. The 2018 Black Tie Volunteer of the Year finalists are Judy L. Braden for the Cowichan Valley Arts Council and Cowichan Lake and River Stewardship Society. Otto Lackman and Lois Reed representing the volunteers for the crime prevention programs and services. And Ann Balding and Claudia Rowland for Meals on the Ground.
It's volunteers that make so much go around in any community, and Cowichan is no exception. So these folks give of their own time and their own heart to help the causes which they believe in. So volunteers are an exceptional part of this community, and they're your finalists.
Next, we recognize the finalists in the Green Business category. The Green Award was founded by Economic Development Cowichan in 2011. Economic Development continues to be the sole sponsor of this award. Brian Carruthers, Chief Administrative Officer for the Cowichan Valley Regional District, is presenting. Brian, please join us on stage.
Thank you, everyone. So tonight we're here to recognize the Green Business Award, and so our finalists are John and Katie Elric from Angelia Farm Cafe, and Jackie Kitzer, Island Java Bag. And the team, Pizzeria Prima Strata. And these are your finalists for the Green Business Award.
Congratulations to our Black Tie Green Business Award finalists for 2018.
Next up, let's meet the finalists in the Young Entrepreneur category. The Young Entrepreneur Award is sponsored by Coastal Community Credit Union. Laura Hauk is the Regional Manager for South Vancouver Island. She will present the award. She is also a Director with the Duncan Cowichan Chamber of Commerce and sponsoring the Young Entrepreneur category as a part of Coastal Community's ongoing work in promoting entrepreneurialism and teaching financial history. There she is now.
Thank you, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. The Young Entrepreneur finalists are business owners under the age of 40 who started or purchased a business within the last 3 years. These finalists demonstrate entrepreneurial spirit and have excellent prospects for continued growth. The Young Entrepreneur finalists for 2018 are Mike and Robin Nirilchko. I hope I said that right. I am so sorry if I massacred that. From Emendare Vineyard. I didn't bring my glasses. It's not 22. This is not 22 font. Thank you. There we go. No, that's
Not so
worse.
much, no. That's
Vicki Gamble, Stephanie James, and Christina Hoffman from Forte School of Business. And Ian Smith, Victoria Barber, and Brad Hart.
Moira didn't have her glasses with her, and I, of course, offered her my glasses, but they didn't work because, as we all know, men and women see things completely differently, and my glasses would not work in that situation. So if you take a look that way, congratulations to everybody in the Young Entrepreneur category. These are your finalists.
Next, we recognize the finalists in the Art in Business category. This year's award sponsor is also our host this evening, Brentwood College School. This is the 4th year that Brentwood has participated as the award sponsor for this category, but we did something a little different this year. Naomi and Andreas Kunert of Ancient Art of Stone, who won the category in 2016, stepped up to judge this category. They will assist Ian McPherson, Director of Communication for Brentwood College School, in presenting the certificates. Ian, Naomi, and Andreas, please come to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to have you all back on campus after a short hiatus. The Art and Business category recognizes an individual who has developed a successful, growing business, creating and selling their art, and who demonstrates sound management, leadership, and community commitment. This year's finalists are Dana Van Cleve, Island Bead and Gem Supply. Tom Smith and Steve Thorpe Double, BC Marble Products Limited. And Lorraine Blake from Steps Ahead Dance.
All right, congratulations to the Art in Business finalists.
And now it's time to recognize the Business Achievement finalists for companies with 1 to 10 employees. This year's category sponsor is Community Futures Cowichan. Kathy Robertson is the manager of Community Futures and will come up and present the finalist certificates, please. Kathy.
Good evening, everyone. We're very proud to sponsor this event for tonight. So I'd like to announce for Business Achievement for 1 to 10 employees, Brad and Leah Bosbart from Kier Artisan Meat and Cheese. Next, Terry Raven from Pots and Paraphernalia. Allie and Tomlin, Ralph Roseneck, and Morgan Morera from Riot Brewing Company.
Sounds like beer is big in Cowichan. Who knew? The next category is Business Achievement for companies with 11 to 19 employees. This one is sponsored by H.W. Wallace Cremation and Burial Service. Michelle Wallace is here to do the presentation. Michelle.
The criteria for all the business achievement categories are the same, recognizing success initiative, and sound management. And like all the Black Tie Award categories, community involvement is the key requirement. This year, the Business Achievement finalists in companies with 11 to 19 employees are Paul Brunner, Bailey Williamson, and Jenny Carlini, Blue Grouse Estate Winery. David Kalhawi, Mastercraft Flooring. Carol and Wayne Taiji, representing the Taiji team, Taiji Brand Group.
So here once again are your finalists for Business Achievement with companies of 11 to 19 employees.
The next category is Business Achievement in companies with 20 or more employees. The award sponsor for this category is Grant Thornton LLP. Grant Thornton has been long an active chamber member and supporter. Tara Benham of Grant Thornton is presenting, and Tara is also a director at the provincial level with the BC Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you. The finalists of the Business Achievement 20 or more employees, category R. Deborah and Don McMurray, representing the team from Arbutus Farms. Gary Powers, Promac Manufacturing. And Kate and Jeff Cram, Susan McDonald, and Bob Hutchins of the Old Town Bakery.
There they are, the finalists in Business Achievement 20 or more employees.
So the Black Tie Awards and the many things the Chamber does happens because volunteers step up and contribute. We are a non-profit society with a volunteer board. Yeah, I don't get paid for this. It's a pleasure and a privilege to serve with my fellow directors. So I would like to, at this time, invite my fellow Chamber directors to stand and be acknowledged. The Black Tie Award processes are rigorous and include an audit to verify the final result. We truly do not release the results to anyone until awards night, and that includes me. I will find out who the winners are along with you. Vancouver Island University is the official Black Tie auditor. VIU's instructional director, chamber director, and conveniently enough, former math teacher, Keith Shaquin, conducts the audit. Now that scares me. This is his 6th year as auditor, which scares me even more. Keith, can you please bring the results to the stage, escorted by Constable Felix Charette Thibault of the Duncan North Cowichan Detachment.
Good evening, everybody. For any of you who are thinking about messing with me later, you'll have to deal with my friend Felix first. For those of you who know me, you probably think it's quite ironic that the RCMP would be escorting me into a building. However, Vancouver Island University is honored to be the official ballot counter for the Black Tie Awards. This is our 6th year, and we've made very few mistakes.
Very few.
Before I hand the envelopes over, I want to recognize that there is a change. The very generous table beside us offered enough money to change one of the nominations. If you have a Sharpie, seriously, great honor for us. Chamber's never made a mistake in picking their winners. We wish all of you the best of luck, although I happen to know some of you need more luck than others.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hold in my hand the results of the 2018 Black Tie Awards, and I am also bribable.
Thank you, Julie, very much for that. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Okay. It's time to find out who the winner is in the customer service category. I would like to invite the category sponsor, Alan Peabody from London Drugs, back to the stage to announce and present the award.
So it is a special privilege for London Drugs Duncan to sponsor the Black Tie Customer Service Award. 3 times since we opened our store here in 2009, members of our team have been honored on this stage. As finalists, Kevin in 2010 and Andrew in 2011, and in 2015, our Ashley won the Customer Service Award. So I have the envelope. Do we have any suspenseful music? And the winner is Ellie Rouge from Cowichan Auto Repair.
Ellie Rouge.
Wow. I am totally overwhelmed and shocked. Thank you to everybody here. Thank you to the other customer service nominees. We're all worthy of it. I'd like to thank London Drugs for being the sponsor for this very prestigious award. I'd also like to thank the Duncan Chamber of Commerce for putting on this event. This is just unbelievable. I'd also like to thank my team at Cowichan Auto Repair. I wouldn't be here without them. It's all about a team effort and creating great customer service to my customers. And I'd also like to thank all my customers. They make my job worthwhile. And it's a pleasure working in the industry. And on one last note, I'd like to mention about customer service. I've traveled through 108 countries in this world, and I've witnessed lots of customer service, and I find that customer service starts with a smile and being gracious and being a great listener. So thank you so much. I'm very proud to receive this. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Ellie. Now it's time to reveal the 2018 Black Tie winner in the Volunteer of the Year category, and there are hundreds of those wonderful folks in the Valley. Tana Lewis of Peninsula Co-op, please come to the stage to announce and present the award.
Good evening. I am honored to be here to present the Volunteer of the Year award. Volunteering is the ultimate exercise in democracy. You vote in elections once a year, but when you volunteer, you vote every day about the kind of community that you want to live in. Tonight, we are here to celebrate you, the volunteer. You have freely chosen to undertake a service and duty in helping others. It does not matter how great or how small, you have made a difference in our community. Your willingness to share both your time and your talent by volunteering says a lot about each of you as human beings. Your willingness to give selflessly to help others speaks both to your strength and the quality of your character. While I know that you choose to volunteer selflessly and without expectation of being recognized, tonight we wish to do just that. I want to let you know just how much your dedication is appreciated and how we are grateful to each and every one of you. May I have the envelope, please? And the winner of the Volunteer of the Year award is Ann Balding and Claudia Rowland of Meals on the Ground.
happy to accept this award, but I have to tell you that people who really deserve it are the 13 teams of people that cook a meal once a month for those folks who are in need of more food security in their lives. So this award is really for them. Thank you.
The next category is the Green Business Award. This category is sponsored by Economic Development Cowichan. Brian Carruthers of the Cowichan Valley Regional District is going to present the award.
Good evening again, everyone. Truly an honor to be here tonight at this beautiful setting and on the traditional lands of the Coast Salish peoples. On behalf of the Cowichan Valley Regional District and Economic Development Cowichan, I'm pleased to present tonight's Green Business Award. The CVRD has been a consistent supporter of this award because of the strategic value we place on building strong, engaged, resilient communities that are sensitive to the needs of our local environment. Through this award, we honor the work of local businesses that have successfully combined a dedication to sound environmental practice with outstanding service to its client space. And the winner of this year's Green Business Award is John and Katie Ehrlich, Vanderleia Farm Cafe.
I think it was Kermit the Frog who said it's not easy being green.
Well, we're very honored to receive this award, and there's so many thank yous. We're so grateful to the community to supporting us, and so grateful to CVRD, and also the Visitor Center. The Visitor Center is so supportive, and special shout out to Jan. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you to the Cowichan Valley for providing this opportunity for a small business like ours to thrive and grow. And we thank all of you and all of our customers. Thank you.
Next, we're going to welcome award sponsor Moira Hoke of Coastal Community Credit Union, who will announce the Young Entrepreneur Award winner.
My name is Moira Houk, and I'm the Regional Manager for the South Island with Coastal Community Credit Union. As a local values-based organization, we're proud to support our young entrepreneurs in the Cowichan Valley by sponsoring the Young Entrepreneur Award. Small business is the heart of the Cowichan Valley, and we believe in starting them young. So congratulations to everybody who's been nominated. You're all superstars to me. The best part of being a sponsor is the interview with the finalists. I'd like to thank Arlene Johnson from G3 Mechatronics for joining me this year. It was a lot of fun, and it was a really interesting and eye-opening experience about what great things our young folks are doing. So congratulations to everybody. Okay. Ian. It's Victory Barber.
I didn't really plan on anything to say because I was cheering for Forte. So I was hoping they would win. They didn't. So I'm just going to take a boomerang of everybody and put it on social media. Oh my God. Thanks, everybody. Good job.
The next category is Art in Business, sponsored by Brentwood College School. Ian McPherson will be presenting.
I hope whoever wins this award has a table like Ian's to actually support them, because that's a tough act to follow. Well done. Congratulations. This next category, Brentwood College School is really pleased to sponsor it every year. It's one that really resonates with us because the arts here at the school are a big part of the education that our kids go through. And a large part of the arts faculty, in fact, are working artists who, ply their trade here in the Valley. Tonight, actually, one of the artists or one of that arts faculty who works here is actually nominated for an award. So I didn't actually get to do any of the judging this year, so I removed myself from that process. So I'm very excited to see who wins, and I'd like to thank Andreas and Naomi for doing all the judging in my stead. One of the things about the arts that I think we all love and really appreciate here in the Valley is that there's a lot of hardworking people. A lot of people don't go in the arts to make millions and millions of dollars, but they do something that they love, and I think that's a really, really important thing for our kids to learn and for all of us here to really appreciate, whether it's somebody who's painting, dancing, or applying a trade as a small business. It's very important that you're passionate and that we all support those different businesses. So these finalists are just the tip of the iceberg of what is really a cultural mecca here in the Valley, and we're very, very happy and proud to sponsor the award. So congratulations to all three of the finalists, and if I get the envelope. And the winner of the Art in Business Award is Lorraine Blake of Steps Ahead Dance.
So the black tie nomination was delightfully surprising, and the confirmation of being a finalist was really exciting, but receiving the award tonight is most humbling. I thank the Chamber of Commerce for this recognition and for the wonderful evening that we're enjoying. Steps Ahead has been a journey of self-expression, but with many contributing factors, and in particular, these important people in my life. Firstly, my father, an entrepreneur himself, Wilf was also an artist, a musician. His constant encouragement, get out of bed, you'll rot in there one day, continually encouraged me to be the best version of myself. My mother, still often seen at the dance studio, is my greatest critique and strongest supporter. She, a dance teacher and a studio owner herself, with an eye for detail to be envied, was a tall act to follow. Well, not really at 5'2", but together with Wilf's 6 foot, the two of them set me up for success. Later in life, I met my highly talented artist husband, Don, who's here this evening, and whose contributions to Steps Ahead are invaluable. I must tell you, every dance teacher or choreographer dreams of marrying a lighting designer. Now, after many years, I find myself working with the next generation of talent, one of whom is my own daughter, Bryony. Although my thanks go to all these amazing people I have mentioned, they mostly go to my students. I've had the honor to teach for the past 32 years. I know I don't look that old, but it is the young people that I'm in contact with each day that continue to inspire me to learn, create, evolve, and communicate, and it is them I thank the most. Thank you.
Congratulations one more time. Lorraine Blake, Steps Ahead Dance. Fabulous. The next category is Business Achievement 1 to 10 employees. Please welcome Kathy Robertson of Community Futures Cowichan, the category sponsor.
So my name is Kathy Robertson. I'm the proud general manager of Community Futures Cowichan, and I'm here tonight also with some volunteers from Community Futures, our vice chair Jana Jorgensen, board member Tech Manhas, and also Julie Skur, who's the president of the chamber, is also a volunteer with Community Futures. The mission of our organization is to be a leader in our community by helping to create opportunities that support a vibrant economy and a vibrant lifestyle. So it's an honor for us to be the sponsor of business 1 to 10 employees, the category, because supporting small business is why Community Futures was created. So on behalf of Community Futures Cowichan, we extend a heartfelt congratulations to all the finalists and winners. It's so pleasing to see small business get the spotlight tonight. So thank you. So how about those Canucks, eh? Wonderful. Ali Tomlin, Ralph Rolliston, and Wyatt Blumenthal.
Wow, we are very honored and grateful to be here. Thank you, everyone.
Take a pause.
Is there any French people in the room tonight? Anyone at all?
One over there.
No one? Oh, okay, I see. Okay. So, what was it again?
We're very proud.
Nous sommes très heureux d'être là ce soir. Merci beaucoup pour tout ça.
First off, we would like to thank the Duncan Chamber of Commerce, the Chemainus Chamber of Commerce, the Ladysmith Chamber of Commerce. We wish there was 34 chambers to thank, but there isn't.
On remercie tout le monde, à commencer par la Chambre des commerces de Chemainus, la Chambre des commerces de Ladysmith, la Chambre des commerces de Duncan et toutes les autres chambres des commerces.
On the next level, we would like to thank municipal government, John Lapierre, as well as federal, Alistair McGregor, for helping us out many times.
Nous voudrions vraiment remercier John Lefebvre, notre maire, merci beaucoup, et Alexander McGregor, merci beaucoup.
And on a final note, we would just like to thank all of you. We all understand how hard it is to operate and run a business, especially after 15 months. You guys are all amazing.
That was way too long, so thank you, everyone.
We love you.
That's kind of a nice touch to have it bilingual, but this is Shaw, not CBC, right? Sure. So this is the award for businesses with 11 to 19 employees. Would you please welcome Michelle Wallace of H.W. Wallace Cremation and Burial Center to announce and present the award.
Good evening, everyone. It's really nice to see everybody here this evening. First, let me apologize. Harold, unfortunately, couldn't be here this evening. He had other commitments in northern BC, and he asked me to read this. I am honored to have been asked to be a judge for the Business Achievement Awards for 11 to 19 employees. As a recent winner in this category, which, by the way, was a very humbling experience, as an owner, you never think about being nominated for an award, but when you are, it makes you think of why or how you are chosen to win. This year, I was asked to be a judge for this award, so therefore I now know that what is involved in the selection process. I have to say, this year's nominees were all so close it would have been difficult to just pick one, but the way they are chosen is unique. They are scored by the two interviewers as well as their nomination separately and graded. The numbers are then sealed and given to accountants to decide who will win. I wish to congratulate all three nominees for being selected and wish them all good luck in the selection process this evening. And the winner is the Cowichan team from Cowichan Brentwood.
You're in luck, I forgot my glasses. And on that note, before I dive in, I just want to say, as someone who's been in business here for a long time, it is so amazing to see the youthful energy in the room. And I think the future of business in Cowichan is alive and well, so good on you guys. Thank you. And I know that all the gentlemen at my table are trying to figure out how to grow those cool beards, so thank you.
Good luck.
So I know it's a surprise to us, and I'm honored to be up here on behalf of my partner and my colleague Patty. We were just really quite flattered to be considered for this and to be shortlisted alongside Mastercraft and Blue Grouse. It's a really big honor for us, so thank you. I'd like to start by thanking the Chamber for taking the time to celebrate the contributions that business makes to the Cowichan. Lots of times I think we feel like we toil in the quiet, and an evening like tonight is incredibly energizing and inspiring. So thank you very much to the board for having the vision, to the staff for all the hard work and the beautifully executed evening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to H.M. Wallace for sponsoring our category. And I would also like to acknowledge the anonymous individual who took the time and the care to nominate our company. We were so incredibly touched that someone would do that for us, and I can tell you that each and every one of us felt like winners just to be nominated, so thank you very much. So 30 years ago, Wayne Taiji and I got married, started a family, and Taiji Brand Group. It was a busy year. But since then, we've had the privilege of helping hundreds of businesses and organizations tell their story through branding, and we've accomplished it together through teamwork. Taiji Brand Group is a close team of talented, compassionate professionals, people like Patty Copeland, our irreplaceable and much-loved studio manager who's here with us tonight, and all of the other people who are part of our family are really integral to how we do what we do. And that's a theme that you're hearing from every business tonight, and maybe it's something special about how we do business here in Cowichan. And maybe that's the future of the way business should be. So I'm very proud to take this award back and share it with my colleagues and my team members and my family. And I just want to thank you on behalf of Wayne and Patty and everyone else at Taiji Brand Group for giving us this very special honor in our 30th year. And you people, when you're at your 30th year, I'll come listen to your speech. So thank you.
So the Black Tie Awards, like so many community events, receive generous support from the Cowichan media. The Cowichan Valley Citizen works with us to bring in nominations, to recognize the Black Tie finalists and sponsors, and to thank everyone involved in the awards. The team at Juice FM is always willing to spread the good word about Black Tie. What's On Digest jumped in with a 2-page spread. Daphne Good of Shaw TV produced a profile about Lifetime Achievement recipient Norm Jackson. Not to mention, in case you haven't noticed, the Shaw TV crew is recording this year's Black Tie Awards. Please join me in showing our appreciation to the Black Tie media sponsors. Every year, the Chamber has the honor of recognizing an individual who has made exceptional, wide-reaching contributions to the Cowichan Valley. And this year, the award goes to Mr. Norm Jackson. The Black Tie Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes a body of work across all sectors of the community: business, industry, sport, volunteerism, and philanthropy. Recipients make significant, lasting contributions that benefit citizens now and in the generations to come. The Lifetime Achievement Award is earned rather than won. Recipients are selected by the previous Lifetime Achievement recipient and the Chamber President, myself, in consultation with the Chamber Board. These are the folks who say yes when something must be done. While their accomplishments are done with skill and intelligence, their actions are driven by a generous heart. On behalf of myself and the Chamber Directors, we are delighted to honor Storm and Norm Jackson with the 2018 Lifetime Achievement Award.
I am here largely because of Norm Jackson. The reason that I came to this event tonight, I was asked to do this. I had another engagement, to be quite honest with you, but when I found out that it was going to be Norm who was being honored, I ordered dessert for everyone. Being given something like this is not given lightly, nor is it taken lightly by Norm or by anybody else. We all have sort of heroes and people in our lives that we emulate. I thought my mom and dad were pretty great. They were heroes of mine. I had a sports hero who was always Gordie Howe. But my community hero is Norm Jackson. I met Norm when I was much younger, when I was much thinner, when I was much less aware of how community support happened here in the Cowichan Valley because I had just arrived from Ontario to be on TV and manage some of the business affairs of the television station. And I very soon learned that a large amount of what happens around here happens because of Storm. This is a Lifetime Achievement Award for Norm, but you all have a stake in this because he has created a lifetime of achievements for you. He's boosted your quality of life in this Cowichan region. There is not a community organization, a community, an individual, a business of any kind in the Cowichan Valley that has not been made stronger by the support that Norm has offered for a long time. Norm has helped the most vulnerable and challenged among us through his fundraising volunteerism, and he has supported business through his participation in other events and in helping to plan success and prosperity. His impact on this valley and on this island is unparalleled. I challenge you to find anybody in any community who has said yes more often, who has made more connections, who's been a part of raising more money for more causes and more organizations. Norm gets calls and emails all the time. Hey, can you be our MC? Can you be our auctioneer? Oh, and can you get some door prizes? And do you think you could bring that stuff with you when you come to the event? And then here's a list of people. Can you call them and see if maybe they can give you some prizes too? And then can you sell some tickets for the event at the golf club? And the answer is always, no problem. That's the answer because it isn't a problem. Norm Jackson's heart and character are formed from the kind of spirit that we rarely encounter in this world, and it's even more rare to find it as reliable and as resilient as him, and that's what makes Norm Jackson the human being that he is. Barb, of course, supports him every step of the way. He's also chosen to surround himself with a team of people who found his path and his means to be the right way to travel through life in the Cowichan Valley and always do the right thing. I'll give you an example. I was organizing an event a few years back for the television station for our Tour de Rock team rider. Called Storm, said, Storm, we want to have a golf tournament. He said, good idea. I said, I'd like to have it at Cowichan. He said, that's an even better idea. We're going to raise some money for kids with cancer. They can go to camp. They can hang out with other kids who have cancer. They can just get away from it all for a while. He loves it. I said, oh, by the way, do you think the golf club would waive the green fees so that we could make even more money on the event and bring a bunch of crazy media people and sponsors on the course to make some more money? And he said, waive the green fees? Of course. No problem. So everybody flocked to that event knowing that that was in place because they also knew that Storm would be there. He and I emceed the dinners over a number of years, and we raised about $350,000 for Cops for Cancer and Tour de Rock. And the reason that happened is that Storm said, no problem, I can do that. He, of course, has made a huge impact on the golf industry, and he's an integral part of the character of that Canadian golf community. He is admired and revered by all who know him. Storm and I call each other our non-identical twin brother from another mother. It's also another funny twist that only Mother Nature herself could have arranged that Norm and I both lost our respective mothers within a few weeks of each other, and we shared that too. We don't see each other as often as we should, but when we do, it's an instant smile. We share some relatively inappropriate conversation. And we exchange ideas about a lot of really funny things, and I will tell you that I've done thousands of events like this one in my life, and so has Norm. But this one is the most amazing because finally, it's all about Norm Jackson. That's right, he can't say no. Norm, we've had a lineup of people that wanted to be here and share congratulations with you. We had to settle on a very short list. This is from family, people who know you best. They know you, who you are, what you do, and your most embarrassing moments too. So, this one we will read now. Congratulations, Norm, on this prestigious recognition. It's with sincere regret that we're unable to be there with you, but please know that we are beyond proud of you and your community contribution. Enjoy the evening. We're applauding you from home with love and pride. Dad, Kat, and Jacqueline. Norm's dad, by the way, is 90 years old, which is one of the reasons he wasn't quite able to be here tonight, but in heart and spirit, he is.
Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. We are so pleased to hear from Norm's family and to share your family's good wishes with you. So next up, our Member of Parliament, Alistair McGregor, has prepared a special certificate to present. Alistair, could you please join me on stage?
Well, thank you very much, Julie. And I just want to say what an honor it is for me to be here. You know, we're in the middle of a constituency break, and every time I'm back in the Cowichan Valley, it recharges my soul. You know, I've been a part of this community for 27 years. I went to school. I went to elementary school here. I went to junior high. I graduated from Cowichan Secondary in 1997, and it really is a fantastic place to be. I often boast about the Cowichan Valley to my eastern colleagues, and it's not only because of the weather and the fact that we get flowers in February, but really it's because of the people. And when I survey this room, I know a lot of you and some I've yet to know, but the people in this room really are exemplary of the kind of community we live in, whether it's a small business you run, the volunteer hours that you put in, just really a sense of putting yourself out there for the betterment of our community and for the people who live in it. And that's what makes me so proud to be the representative, to be your ambassador in Ottawa, because really when I look at the achievements of so many people in this room, that's what gives me the power to keep on going, the pride to be a representative. Now, I can remember the first time and the many times I've met Norm, and it's always been with a friendly smile and someone who really engages you in conversation is really, for that moment, then and there, he's there for you. And, you know, I have played golf a few times, but I gave that up when I had a small family. Maybe I'll get to it one time. But I think the highest compliment I can pay Norm personally, because I don't know him that well, is the fact that I haven't seen him on the golf course. I've seen him in our community. And that's a testament to the type of person he is. And really, I think this is such an amazing achievement for you, a recognition of your service. You are exemplary of the type of person who makes our community better. And it's really my extreme honor and privilege to be able to welcome you up on stage to present this certificate. So thank you, Norm.
So thank you, Alistair. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed a historical Cowichan moment. Stormin' Norm Jackson was on stage and didn't say a word. But don't worry, Don't worry, Norm will have his time. Just a few minutes. So consistent with our black tie tradition, the holder of the previous year's Lifetime Achievement Award will introduce Norm and present the award. That very pleasant task falls to the 2016 recipient, Mr. Jim Dias.
Well, you know, I don't really know a lot of French, but I can say Mesdames and Messieurs, la première étoile, Norm Jackson. For those of us who understand a little bit of hockey lingo. First of all, let me say thank you to the Chamber on behalf of our community for the implementation and continuation of the Black Tie Awards program. I think it's an absolute wonderful way to recognize and create a lasting legacy of the efforts of so many people in our community, and many of you are here tonight. In particular, I would like to acknowledge the work of Julie Skur and her board, as well as the Chamber staff. They all work so tirelessly behind the scenes doing the background work, and they bring us all together tonight for such a wonderful evening. I'd like to say congratulations to all in attendance tonight, those that were the recipients of awards and those that were nominated. I think it's awesome that you get recognized in that way by the people of our region. Thank you also to the Chamber for giving me the honor and privilege to introduce the 2018 Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Norm Jackson, or more affectionately known simply as Storm. Now, I'm not entirely sure how Storm got his nickname, and perhaps he might want to share that with it. But, you know, Storm rhymes with Norm, you know, that's pretty obvious. But I think, as with many nicknames somehow reflect your personality. And I think he's called Storm because he engages life with full-on energy and enthusiasm, mostly under control, not like a whirling dervish or a full-on hurricane or tornado, just a storm getting it done. And whatever it is that Storm does, he does it with energy, enthusiasm, and compassion. Now, he has some great accomplishments in his life. His love of golf, for example, started with caddying for his dad at the age of 12. He aspired to be able to play junior hockey in his hometown of Penticton. He has more than 40 years' experience in the golf industry, joining the PGA in 1969. By 1980, he was the assistant pro at the Edmonton Golf Club and had similar positions with other clubs, and finally settled in 1990 as the head pro at the Cowichan Golf and Country Club in 1990 and was made general manager in 1993. He has been honored twice as the BC PGA Pro of the Year, and he and his team at the golf shop, and they're here tonight, they've been awarded the PGA Best Golf Shop of the Year award in BC, no doubt due to the leadership of Norm. That's well done, Norm. It was really interesting in the interview, Daphne, that you conducted with Norm. He basically, his love for community really had its genesis with his mom. And Norm stated in the interview that his mom's greatest influence on him was to make it clear to not only Storm but his sisters as well, you need to give back to your community. He personally witnessed his mother's involvement as a volunteer, and in that witnessing, he has continued to give back to his community here in Cowichan. He is involved and contributed his time, energy, and enthusiasm in many ways to several organizations in our community and beyond. And to name a few, he's been involved with ALS, Kidsport, Cowichan Valley Hospice, Cowichan Valley Hospital Foundation, Cowichan Women Against Violence, the BCSBCA, golf management at Camosun College, and countless others. He's a dedicated player with the Cowichan Valley Old Hussars and is consistently supporting all that the club is involved in. He is forever humble about what he does with and for all of the organizations. And as he stated in his interview, I'm just the upfront guy. It's the people behind the scenes that make it happen. Storm loves being part of this community. He has often stated how fortunate he has been with his life, and he wants to see this community prosper so that young people will have an opportunity to continue to live and embrace this part of Vancouver Island as a long-term home. He is forever appreciative of the likes of the many nominees here tonight who recognize the importance of a vibrant and flourishing economy, and he feels that his industry and his contributions back to the community are supporting that goal, even if only in a very small way. More humility from Storm. It's really about giving to people who are not as fortunate as me. Stormin Norman Jackson, what a good man. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, and I'm confident for many of you that is exactly what you think when you're talking about Storm. He would do anything for you. He is generous, accommodating, sometimes to a fault, some might say. He's friendly, he's gregarious, outgoing, and has a tremendous memory. He's genuine, he's a team player, a lover of life, enjoys a good laugh, and can tell a great story, as Bruce said, occasionally off color. A man who loves his community and understands what it means to give back. Many folks, both on and off the golf course, have been recipients of Norm's kindness and generosity. But more important of all of these things I've mentioned to you, Norm is a proud son, brother, father, grandfather. He's not a papa, he's not a grandpa, but only as Norm would have it, he's Grandpa Storm. His partner Barb is here with him tonight, as is his son Bob, and I can only imagine how proud they are of him. It is indeed a great privilege and honor for me, on behalf of the Duncan Cowichan Chamber of Commerce, to be part of this ceremony and presenting to a very good friend, Norm Jackson, his very well-earned and deserving Lifetime Achievement Award. Norm.
I need to stamp by my twin brother here. It's, you know, I get people that coming to me and saying, when are you back doing the weather? It's getting people that ask him to give golf lessons. So
Nobody wants either thing,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah, exactly. We're multi-talented. Thank you, Bruce. Wow. So maybe we could auction the first table to dinner, something like that. Oh, I'm not doing that tonight. I get to be on this end of it, and I'm truly, truly humbled. Jim, to receive the award, for you to present me with the award is just so heartwarming. We ride to old timers tournaments together. The reason we're still on the Old Hustlers is we have each volunteered to do something with the team, and they won't kick us off because they don't want to do the laundry or fill the water bottles. So for that, I'm deeply indebted for you to teaching me that role. You mentioned family, and Jim, you have taught me a lot about that. You have, I know you have grandchildren. We talk a lot about how proud we are of our grandchildren and what our children, your boys, have turned out to be, and my son have turned out to be, and we share those things in common, and I thank you very much for all you have done for me and been a role model in our community for a lot of us here. So thank you, Jim. To my good friend Bruce. Bruce, those words are very, very kind. When I came here and I saw you on television for the first time, I go, I want to be that guy. He's cool, you know. He had dark hair then. He was in a size 38 suit, and he looked great. And I said, you know what? I just love the way he talks about the island, about where he lives. He's an Easterner. Easterners don't do that. But he did. He embraced the island, and you know, I would call him and say, you know, Bruce, I have an event at my golf club. We're trying to raise money and et cetera. The next thing you know, there'd be a TV crew there, and he would be with them. And we got to publicize it, and it was at no charge. And his segment's about I love this island, and it's not just about the lower island or the upper island. Bruce is a huge part of this community here. He was on the board of VIU, and he cares about youth, and he's now moved on to some great things in his life. And Bruce, I just want to thank you for being a friend and being such an advocate for me. Thank you very much. To Elizabeth Croft, to Julie Skur, and Sonia Nagel, when you came to me and said that you are going to be this year's recipient, you have made this experience an unforgettable experience. It's just, I'm at a loss for words. You pulled things out of me that I had forgotten about, that I had done. You made it easy, even though we screwed up the commercial for the black tie event, Elizabeth, with 22 takes. So 21, sorry, thank you. And you've just made this such a great experience. And Daphne, thank you for doing that interview. You made it simple. We only did one take, and there was very little left on the cutting room floor, so your professionalism is second to none. So I would really like to thank the Duncan Cowichan Chamber, the directors, Jim, for selecting me for this award and bestowing this award upon me. I am truly humbled. Thank you to Island Savings for the sponsorship of this award. We at Cowichan Golf Club and myself are so proud of our long-term association with both the Chamber and Island Saving. It's been well over 30 years, and you have made our life at the golf club easy, and using the resources of the Chamber. We thank you for that. It is truly an honor for me to be a part of such a great evening of celebrating excellence in business and volunteerism. Congratulations to all the finalists and to all the winners here tonight. I look in the front row here. I remember being that age and being new in business. And I'll tell you a little story. I arrived here in 1990, January 1, started my new job, rained every day for 3 months, never saw a customer, and I said, what the F am I doing here? So, and here I am still 27 years later, and it hasn't stopped raining. But you truly, our volunteers and our recipients of the awards here tonight, you epitomize the sense of community, and you have invested. And I think that is such a cool thing. You've invested in your community, you've invested in your teams and your business, and you should be very, very proud of that. And because of that, it makes our community a better place, and you should be very, very proud of that. Oh, just before I forget, oh my God, so we had an RCMP officer here, French-Canadian guy, Felix, Chevret Thibodeau? Yeah, Franco. Now, every event I do, I butcher our mayor's name. Now, where's the gentleman from the brewery? He murdered your name in French. It's John Lefebvre. Yes. So, hey, so see, I practiced for 2 weeks to do this. So, but John, thank you for leading our community. And Alistair, to have you present that, you're so thoughtful. This is the second time I've received something from you, and you are a young man who grew up in the Cowichan Valley. You love your valley. Keep working hard at trying to do things for our valley, and you've done a great job, and thank you so much for that. And it's an honor for me to have you present me with that plaque. Thank you so much. So I get to be, as Bruce said earlier, I get to be the upfront guy. So I get to be the class clown, the only guy that probably got kicked out of school all the time because I was a bit disruptive, etc. So I'm very, very fortunate to have a team at where I work who really epitomize my beliefs, and they've embraced all of it.
Norm's award's been given out, and given that it's April, I thought I could go through the details of the recent tax changes and legislation, because I know all of you are starving for that information. However, I'll save that for another time, as this is a celebration for the nominees. I'm going to keep this very short. I would like to congratulate all the nominees. You deserve an evening like this to celebrate your achievements with your colleagues, families, and friends. Now, can I have the envelope? The team from Arbutus Farms Fresh Deli Foods.
Well, it's unexpected, so there's no speech really. I'd like to thank the Chamber, the Black Tie Committee, our group sponsor, Grant Thornton, and in particular, the people that Deb and I work with at Arbutus Ridge Farms, or Arbutus Farms, who make the company what it is. And there's probably, that's fine. There's probably a ton of other people we should thank in the community. We've been supported by all the grocery stores on the island. And just to end the speech, I'd like to thank Norm because he said he's going to lower my handicap.
So this brings us to the close of another Black Tie Awards, and some thanks are in order. So first of all, our chef this evening is Morgan Millward, and your servers, who are lined up at the wall there, are, wait a minute, wait, we haven't got there yet. Your servers are the students and the staff of Brentwood College School. You did a great job, and I think a round of applause is in order. Now, as you can probably tell, putting an awards show like this together is an immense undertaking, and the Chamber staff have certainly gone above and beyond to make this a great night. So please join me in thanking Sonia Nagel, Executive Director. Our stage director, Elizabeth Croft. Alec Wheeler, our new events and membership manager. Kirsty Grant, Visitor Center Coordinator, and Silent Auction Wrangler. Diana Caparolo, Administrative Support. Thank you so much for everything that you have done tonight. So thank you for coming out to celebrate excellence this evening. Drive safely. We will see you at our next Black Tie events 2020. Thank you.